try to hold it together, keep it together. Been playing it down, but I'm so getting tired. Now won't you meet high? 'Cause I've been feeling that crazy, and I need to lose control. So baby, put the record on, baby, put the record on, hit it. And
trying to get her on. That's a beautiful round to finish us off.
Is only too happy to apply. And the trailing edge layout. Here's Baker. Blading one down the line. It's floaty and Wilson, I thought, made devilish low inside flick. And then continuation, the high release backhand.
And inside to O'Shea, Fleming 6 over the top. Proving he can go good on both sides, but Tybo can carry. Be a bit too ambitious, but pace to return on the Jets. Woo! Layout score, yes please.
We are back. Welcome back to European Regionals here for the Central Region. We've got our final round of the women's division that we're covering here from Pool A. This is Lillipuc from Paris, who we saw earlier on the stream, versus LUV, women's side of Jetset from Leuven, Belgium. And we have an interesting matchup right here. We see Manon Coyne in frame, facing up against her old club. She went to Puc with Worlds. She really started a lot of her international career with Puc. And we also have another Puc player who's sidelined for LUV, unfortunately. Number 59, Saskia Chamby, who's coaching. She normally coaches the women's and mixed team, just the mixed team, I believe, for Jetset. You can see her right behind Nemo. But she is sidelined. She broke her toe a week ago and is unable to play. LUV came out with an upset against Seagulls, and they're looking to close out this pool. Lillipuc will be in the bottom no matter what, so they'll have to fight for that fourth bid through the backdoor bracket. But LUV looking to seal the deal and get a better semifinal tomorrow. My name is Francis Dieterle. I'm joined here with Steph Rapazzo. How are you doing, Steph?
Doing great. Can't wait for this one. It's set to be a good match. Lillipuc have taken 2 losses against 2 wins, but both Lillipuc losses nail biters. The one you saw on stream and the one you didn't was even closer. Went down to Universe Point with a little bit of drama. So despite the differential records, this one could be a banger.
You see LUV here on offense, throwing over to Coyne. Coyne playing with that brace. She still has a torn PCL from a few months ago. She was able to play the European Championships with the French mixed team. And we see a first turn over from LUV. See if Lillipuc can get some of that fire that they had in their first game against Seagulls in the first half. Saint-Marco picking up the disc, throwing it back to center for Fiancette, her French women's national team teammate, but it's overthrown, and LUV get another bite at it. Swing it back to center. Bika throws it back there to center. Coyne again cutting against Saint-Marco. This is a good matchup to watch. LUV really looking for that break, but not able to find an inside. Throw it out wide again. And we get an open side score to, I think that's Charlotte Van Gerven, number 21.
Yeah, I think you're right. A good bit of impressed with the defensive pressure the Parisians put on there. That was not made easy. No turns generated. Am I mistaken?
There was one turn from LUV.
Yes.
And then one turn from
okay,
from
yes,
the
sorry.
set
2
overthrow.
turns generated. Yeah, that's why I questioned it. As soon as I said I knew. However, from the beginning, it was good, tough Parisian pressure, and LUV find their way in. Slow and steady, open things up here. Score on the board, it's 1-0. Here from Ghent. And the weather, the skies are back to blue. Getting dark, a little chill in the air, but pleasant, as always.
Miskovic with the disc. Thought that she was going to put it up to Dani Lustorot, who comes under instead. Hits a layout, but there's no problem collecting that one. Udelmo with a tight cut, but Lustorot floats it out to her. And Hermont throwing a dagger to Miskovic, and that's a goal for Lillipuc. 1-1, tied up.
Yeah, nice finish. Hermont, the Federation member, showing she's not just administrative, still got some play left there, and drops down a beautiful forehand into the end zone there. That's kind of her signature throw, it feels like, with Hermont. She likes that mid-length, 20-meter, 30-meter outside-in forehand. And we saw it last game for a goal, and we saw it again here in these early stages. Here's another look. Hermont to Moskovic.
And really nothing that the defense could do right there. I think that Anna de Bene, despite her experience on the Belgian national team, just could not get to that. We see another pull going up. Love centers coming out of a side stack. Throwing to Lynn de Smet. De Smet back to center. Looking for Coin, but good defense. Finds her on the inside though. Hermont imploring her team to seal off that break side. De Smet back with the disc. And Jetset, Love have it back in their end zone. Coin is probably going to be looking for that inside. She throws the around instead. Got Rose Denise with the disc. And she was a short little toe in to Charlotte van Kerven. Puts another point on the board for Love. 2-1. Love leads.
Love leads. Charlotte Peters, throughout that point, availed herself well as a reset, as a stayed by pretty much exactly that, a reset in that point. She was there behind the disc throughout in the early part of the possession, helped get things going. In the later part of the possession, helped offer space. But there are the finishing touches as that one goes in from Denise to Van Gerven. And Jetset Love, J Love, stay ahead. 2-1.
So, Steph, now that we're talking about the names, Love obviously comes from the fact that they're from Leuven. Do you know what the name Lillipuc comes from?
Well, I know the Puc part is Paris Ultimate Club. And Lily must be, well, I mean, flower is the obvious guess, I think. But I don't know what the association, so go on.
Have you ever read Gulliver's Travels by one Jonathan Swift?
I have not read that. I know I've heard of it, but no, I've not feasted my eyes upon that one.
A big shot from Miskovic to the end zone, but misread. Jetset gets a hand in there. Love defense. They're going to come back out on offense. You see the Love D-line, and Miskovic gets it right back. That's how you throw a turnover. You got to spend turnovers to make turnovers.
Yeah, sure. You always make harder when you spent so much more.
Bibas with the disc, gets it out to Tejeda, but she doesn't handle it well, and it's another turn back to Love. Looks like they're trying to slow down the offense a little bit. Trying to find the reset with De La Fortrie. Finally gets it. De La Fortrie, another member of that Belgian women's national team that took down the French in power pools. A big outside in, curling back in.
Oh!
Danny Nustrot.
Yeah, just knocked away last minute there. It's watching like the cones just explode down the sideline as the chase was on to try and stay in. And she would have been Melissa Lee had the defense not knocked it away.
I'm sure a lot of these Jetset players are familiar with Nustrot. She actually played for the Netherlands national team, the Netherlands women's national team at EUC this summer. Here you see Wheel back with the disc. Finds it into Bibas in the center, out to Tonnerre. The explosive small lefty, bringing it back to Miskovic. And De La Fortrie showing off some of her speed. That's something that she's got. She's got that nice inside step. She's, I believe, a master now. A little bit more than masters, but
she must
still
be.
got
She's played for a long time at a high level. She's been in so many clubs and systems and learned from, yeah, she's great.
She's certainly a pleasure to watch. And unfortunately, Lillipuc forgot to play defense on whoever was at the front there. I think it might have been Anna de Bena.
Yeah, it's quite possible. I'm trying to, we'll have another look in a moment. But, yeah. Here it is.
Catherine North. That's not Anna de Bena. That is Elizabeth Decatera.
Yeah.
So returning to Lillipuc. In Gulliver's Travels, there's a small island filled with very, very small people who are the Lilliputians on the Isle of Lilliput. Ergo, Lillipuc.
Lilliput. Lilliputians on Lilliput. Lilliput, I have, that does ring a bell of sorts, even though I haven't read that book. It's been referenced, perhaps. So that's where Lillipuc comes from.
Coin again with the pull. Fiancette receives, throws it up to Saint-Marco in the center. Looks like a dominator set between Vong, Saint-Marco, and Fiancette. Fiancette bombs it to Levin. But that's a good defense from Bika. Not Bika, that's once again Desmet.
Yeah, great defense there. Come from behind, take it away. That space belonged to Lavant, but the defensive effort really do just negate that defense, taking the step towards the disc rather than trying to run it the same route.
Throwing the inside. Love trying to find some flow, but they're a little trapped on that sideline. Finds a high release to Coin, who brings it back to center. Woo! Near D from Fiancette. Van Gerven with the disc on the sideline, looking for the reset. And Coin is just trying to go every other. Not always working, but sometimes she finds those little pops just like that. Shoot to end zone, and Fiancette gets the shadow D. She doesn't touch the disc, but she just puts enough pressure on the Love receiver that it's not a goal.
She also gets a shout out for a double layout point, no matter what, if she gets a touch or not. That kind of pressure with that kind of consistency. There's the first one. How close. Great strong hands. But that kind of pressure does get in the head sometimes of those against.
Normally plays for Chak. She's picking up with Lillipuc for this event. Lillipuc actually beat Chak in the 3-4 game at French Nationals, but they immediately turn it back and Coin recovers. And some give-go brings another goal to Love. That is 4-1 for Love. and Lillipuc are going to call a timeout. Looks like they've got some things to discuss about their offensive consistency. Here we see the replay. Easy little pick-off. And that's Siankaya with the disc for the goal. All right, while these teams take a timeout, we're going to take a timeout. We'll see you back in a moment.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ulti.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
We are back. Welcome back to the European Regionals for the Central Region. LUV has just gone up a few breaks on Lillipuc, and they are pulling yet again. Udelmont with the disc. It's a big flood play, looking for BEL. Doesn't find her. LUV have set up in a wall. Elmont trying to find some space, but this flat defense is really taking away a lot of the lanes, and it looks like the puke cutters aren't communicating. They're crossing each other. Wheel pops into the cup for Elmont, out into this far sideline with Tonnerre. Tonnerre fakes, doesn't find anyone. That Blady around, can't find Lustalot, and there's another turn for LUV. Jaffartri with the disc. Blast a backhand deep. And Dectonel with another goal.
I saw the goalpost coming. I was like, careful. Of course, but in for the goal. The calf cramp immediately after. Get that one out. But, yeah, great smack through, run through defense there. Getting in front of Lustalot. I thought Lustalot was going to have her hands on that. The defensive takeaway came out of nowhere. And then here's the finish, Delafortri doing what she does best, putting her team on her back. And there it is, all sorts of space.
An immediate cramp from Dectonel. Eat your pickles at these tournaments.
Bananas.
Bananas, pickles, anything with potassium.
P-A-N-A-N-A-S. Pickles have potassium?
Yeah.
Ah, that's good to know. I don't like my bananas, so that should be my replacement. I should bring a jar of pickles everywhere.
You can even drink the vinegar.
I'm down with that. I'm Pickle Rick.
Samalko in the center, out to Fiancette. And another D from LUV. Van Gerven gets a D on Cheminot. Lillipuc are really trying to trap on this sideline. Claire Lavin has gone all the way around at 45 degrees. But that doesn't stop Desmet from getting it up the line. She's still looking to reset. No one's available. Finally finds somebody. Lillipuc have slowed down the rhythm of this offense, but they're not able to get looks at a block until Fiancette is there. She resets the force. Love still trapped on this sideline right here. Coin hoping to find something. Finds a nice inside backhand to Denise. And Love gets another score on the break side.
Good looking attack there for LUV. Peters throw, Charlotte Peters, that throw up the line from the midfield. That was the big gainer. That was a beautiful throw, well weighted, good curve, could never be defended, led the upline cut, and then a little back and forth to keep going. Here's the back and forth after that upliner. Coin again. How's that throw? Nice break. Good defense by Donami Vuong as well, but really low release throw. And Jetset get the rewards on the scoreboard. 6-1 now. So LUV, is it Love? Is it straight? I always want to say LUV because the city's Leuven. Or is it straight up Love?
I think it's love. I think that they love each other. They're friends on and off the field.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it, woman. I love it, people. I love it, humans. Love.
Looks like we've got a vert stack coming for Lillipuc. Elmont with the disc, and a flood play comes. Looking to isolate Dani Lustalot. She gets it on the sideline. She boosts it immediately to Erling. Erling with a good read, and she corrals that for Lillipuc's second goal.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub. That's a nice bit of work. Lustalot is getting it done. Her speed really just working to their benefit. She's finding space. And I think I had planned to mention her because her speed and the separation she's getting. And then she goes and gives that throw, too. Here's the finish. How's this throw? Finish it off. Look at this turn right here. Brrr, I'll turn right and clean up, follow it in. A nice finishing read there by Anso Erling to finish off, but that one was all Lustalot as far as making it happen.
I agree. I think that the break from Elmont was nice to start it off, and then the second one from Miskovic worked in their favor, but Lustalot created a lot of separation to get that going.
So 6-2, one on the board to stop the bleeding, and the Lillipuc pool coming to you right now.
Talion with the pull, comes to about midfield. Pages to pick up the disc. Love working out of a horizontal. She finds that high release backhand. Can't find Desmet. It's just behind. There's the Lilliputian figure of Alice Saint-Marco picking up the disc. Over to Talion. Claire Lavin on the near sideline hits Vuong. Donami Vuong over to Talion, who wanted to shoot but found Lavin coming under instead. Lillipuc haven't yet moved it off this sideline. Let's see if they can get a reset and swing it. And funny looking high release backhand, but it still works out for Chevalier. Lavin throws around over to Cheminot. Back to Lavin with a little give and go action. Cheminot on the live side fakes and finds Talion with a nice strike cut. They're almost there. They're 2 centimeters away from a goal. And Lavin puts that one in. That is a break for Lillipuc.
Good.
Excellent end zone play.
Excellent end zone play. Good bit of bossing by 27 Cheminot and Terrien. Those two. Lavin as well got in there and contributed legs for that end bit, but I thought Cheminot with Peters on her was really busting away. Here she is. That's for the very finish to Lavin. But a cut before that, she gave and went twice, did Cheminot, to set that up and generated some good space under tight defense. Lateral movement kind of puts things into power positions when they get to the corners, ability to have like an open window and a second to look upfield before the release.
Should have been a push pass still, though.
Should have been a push. Always. Should have been a blammer.
Those 2-meter flicks are so hard. And while Terrien showed some very good control of those, I think that for the most part, I would prefer to see a lefty or a push pass.
Fair.
Miskovic with a big pull. Centers up to North. Debena over to the near sideline with Melissa Lee. Lee finds the ever-dependent de la Fortrie, who jacks it immediately. And that is an easy goal for Elisabeth Dictonella.
I mean, I've said silky smooth for Silke de la Fortrie dozens of times. But she is so aptly named for how silky the catch and release is, and just like that, she's got that kind of high elbow forehand style when she throws deep, and it is silky smooth. And that one was just absolutely perfect, well weighted, and let's look again because nothing but good things to say about that turn. And okay, why don't I put it exactly where you need it? Not bad, huh?
That was a perfect throw.
De la Fortrie. When I first saw her play when I was in Europe in 2018, she was playing for Mantis, a Vienna club, and I think Austrian national team. I've seen her win a EUCF title with Bologna Shout. And, of course, she's been up in Belgium for a little while now, doing it for love. And Belgian national team, of course, too. We saw her there, and many more in between all that, I'm sure, of course, as it goes when you play Ultimate.
Coin again with the pull. Saint-Marco centers to Vuong. We've got a split stack out of Lillipuc. Cheminot dishes real fast to Saint-Marco. Saint-Marco searching. Woo! Not able to find Chevalier. There's a great defense from Love. That's Van Gerven who peeled off. Was able to put herself in front of Cheminot or Chevalier.
Van Gerven, great D there.
Coin with that looping around throw. Van Gerven gets her double happiness.
Yeah, Van Gerven making it happen. We'll see the run through again. We'll see the score most certainly. But yeah, great tight defense and making them pay for their mistakes. Just quick and ruthless on the turn. Manon Coin. The throw, nice high release. Not over too many defenders who would have ever had a chance at swatting it. Here it is again. That's after the run through by Van Gerven. Peters. And here's the throw we talked about by Manon Coin. Just immediately, no hesitation. And the D-getter, Van Gerven, had already peeled to the back of the end zone. That's working hard. Another double happiness.
Coin is deadly when she gets into that position. Even when she's not moving, she's still a threat. She's trying to put herself in positions, and I think she probably has learned this a little bit from being injured as well. Sometimes you can be just as dangerous not moving as when you are moving. But that's half, a mere half. We're not going to take a break.
Wait. I don't have a mirror. How's my hair look?
Looks great.
Okay, thanks.
Under the hat. Everything that's out is also looking great.
Run through defense once again. Hermans.
De FRA trying to show off the same throw. Doesn't get it. Decides to play a little more conservative. Throwing a nice reset. Down is to Bieke van der. Counter North with the disc again on the end zone line. Looking for that inside to Bena, but decides to reset to De FRA. Now we've got Dectorel. Throws it out in front to De Bena, and that is a goal for LUV. They are rolling.
Yeah, they're picking up the defensive pressure. They're winning too many matchups. And the turns on points like that start to feel inevitable when there's enough pressure on 2 or 3 unders in a row. The throw becomes, you know, when your next throw, when you catch it after hip defense, is always just a little bit less crisp. And there's a bit of that happening to go with the pressure, and then, well, LUV's ability to convert has been very good. Delafortre kind of at the helm, but everybody able to chip in there. Clays with the score in that occasion. Nine 3.
9-3, tripled up.
Tripled up.
Peters ripping another pull. Looks like Puck is coming out in another vert stack. This time isolating Fiancette. Goes up high. She wants to rip that back end, but decides against it. Saint-Marco goes up the line, but Coin stays in the lane. Can they find her? Fiancette goes under to Lavin. It's overthrown.
Oh, second effort, almost there.
Justine Melliot, only her second year playing. Almost comes up with that.
Anya Mario.
Peters with the disc. To Desmet down the line. They're looking to reset. Get something going. They get it back around. The coin is always available. But Van Gerven gets it down to Denise, who turfs it.
Yeah, little too eager, those end zone eyes. Didn't have quite the balance, quite the lean into that throw, and way too much angle on it. That one, if you stick to the forehand on that throw, that probably wants to be a little bit flat and floaty.
Odelmont directing traffic from the sideline and asking her team to get the poaches out of the lanes.
Do you think that's the first time she's directed traffic for a Puck team?
I think that I could probably hear her in my dreams. In fact, I have had dreams about Odelmont directing traffic. Justine Melliot makes a mistake on the force. Peters gets the disc into the center, but is dropped by Van Gerven.
Yeah, that one's a tough one to swallow. Got the hand up there, the throw right at you. But Lillipuc, they don't seem to mind. They'll get another chance to go the other way.
Fiancette with a creative high release to Saint-Marco, who goes into Lavin.
Fiancette is ripping down the field right now. Okay, she's finally slowed down.
Gets it over to Melliot on the near sideline. They're going flat on her. She decides to move it back into the center to Tallien, who throws it to Fiancette. Fiancette with a wide swing out to Vong. And Vong throws a nice looking throw when it comes off, but the wind just picks that one up, and Saint-Marco, despite her ability to create miracles on the field, can't make something out of nothing.
Oh, that was, I thought that was on. The throw looked so good out of hand from Donami Vong. It did just pop up. I thought we were going to get an icon-to-icon Vong to Saint-Marco connection there, but they just miss, and LUV get another chance.
Love running that 6-person vert stack, immediately resets to Peters. And Peters tries to flood it down to Coin. Coin going high over to Desmet. Looks like Lillipuc have switched to backhand at this point. Peters out. Peters throwing it long. Vaughn gets undercut on the reception to Denise, and Denise throws a nice assist to Van Gerven. Again, Van Gerven having herself a game.
Yeah, Van Gerven getting her name, getting the call-outs, and if you score goals and get blocks, we're going to talk about you and say great things. Here's another look. Peters. Well, we can say great things about Peters too. How about that throw and the catch coming back to the disc?
It was almost a repetition of the previous one. I believe that Rose Denise had, maybe even on this point, I can't remember at this point. There's been a lot of back and forth, but Denise had a turnover on a similar throw before, but she managed to flatten that one out.
10-3. Love well up over Lillipuc. Leuven versus Paris, women's division. End of pool play.
Donnell in the center of the field. Puke coming out in a split stack. Now isolate Lustolot. Lustolot over the Vivas. Swings it back to Lustolot. She made the mark jump on that backhand fake, but Elmont throws it deep. And that's Maïva Couscous for the goal.
Old Couscous back up to her old tricks, catching goals. We should have every time Maïva scores a goal, she's got to prepare us a couscous. So that sounds like a penalty for her. She needs to be rewarded. We need to cook her one. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We owe a lot of couscous.
Yeah. But nice reception there. Odermando with the flick that she's never shy to throw. And why would you be when they land like that? Maïva, very sure of it, had a step in front and went up and just clap catch that one. No doubt about it.
10-4 on that, good buddy.
Oh, there you go. Love the pickup.
So Puke probably hoping just to chain some breaks together. I think that at this point they know the game doesn't matter for placement. They're going to have to go through the back door no matter what, but getting thrashed is not the way that you want to end your pool play.
No, that's not the way. Getting thrashed is never a plan, never a good thing. But let's see if they can get a defensive point on the board. Can they break? Or will love continue to pour?
Desmet with a slight throw behind Denise. And Saint-Marco to pick up for Puke. A lot of hesitation between the two Alice there. Maybe Alice Saint-Marco was thinking, wait, Alice to Alice? I can't make that happen. There's a Lavin on the sideline, who again looks for Fiancette. The little dish up the line, who throws an adventurous blade, which is almost caught by Cécile Chevalier.
Yeah,
that was a little too crazy.
Yeah, too bladey. And I feel like too risky in general. I think the defenders were close enough with the amount of float that you would need to put on that to make it kind of certain for the deep receiver there. But you got to risk it for the biscuit every now and again.
I think at this late stage in the game, you know that you got to throw some risky stuff. And there's an overthrow. Peters just can't hit Coin. Saint-Marco on the pickup. Alice to Alice. Fiancette with the disc. She's looking for that inside break. Finds Cheminot. Looks very relaxed with that disc. It throws it wide to Fiancette. and overthrows Melio. Fiancette's second turnover of the point.
And you saw Mario spinning her head around, wondering if there was somebody else behind her, uncertain. Wait a minute, was this for me? Because that's too high. And it was. Fiancette let one get away. And Peters will pick up, and Fiancette will surely shake that one off nice and quick and get back out there. She's a spark plug out there, so they'll need her to.
Puck choosing to poach off of the center handler, but Love gets it in there anyway. Gets it back to Peters, who I thought was going to throw deep right there, but she decides for that strong inside break. Van Gerven to Denise. Denise on the far side, looking for Peters again. Throws a little pop pass. And just give and go between the handlers right now. Denise for the goal. She throws to Sionkaya. And that is 11-4 for Love.
Charlotte Peters is just at the helm of a lot of this work. I mean, we've seen a lot of good games, a lot of players out there having a good game, but I really like the way that she just commands the early parts of the offense. She doesn't need to be chucking goals necessarily, but she's not shy to. But from their own end on the large field, she comes and gets it and takes, you know, it goes through her with high efficiency every time. There's another completion there. The finish, that one goes in.
Sionkaya with the goal right there. And Lillipuc look like they have called a timeout. They've got some things to discuss. They want to put another offensive strategy on the board. So we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, I got to pee so badly.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ulti.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
We live in a world where everything can be referenced online. Imagine if the greatest moments in our sport were never filmed. Eurodisc continues to do what it takes to make free-to-watch live streams a reality. Let's leave nothing to the imagination. We'll consume the action live, and we'll support those that help to make it happen. If it wasn't streamed, it didn't happen. Eurodisc.
What a grab! Oh my! Somehow they do it!
We are back. Here we've got Love out of Leuven taking on Lillipuc, Paris Université Club out
Mais
of
quoi,
Paris.
tu parles français?
Un petit peu. Love with a decisive lead, 11-4. They'll be coming in first out of this pool no matter what happens here, but I think that the results is only leaning one way at this point.
It is. We're going to need some miraculous plays with consistency, especially on defensive end by Lillipuc to really convince us otherwise at this stage. But their offense still able to chip away. Let's see if they get one here.
Reed throws a big throw, and that one is taken away by Dectorella. Kusi didn't have enough separation, and the throw was just shorted. We got Love with the disc in the center. We got Melissa Lee back with it. She throws a long throw herself. Debena can't get a hand on it, and Reed gets her revenge for her turnover. Udelmont back to pick up. Looks off to Hena. Back to Vibas in the center, who overthrows Marion Tonel. Tonel is speedy, but she's still pretty small, so you need to make sure that those throws are a little more on point than normal. Debena with the disc. And Dectorella. Back to De La Fortrie. And that throw is coming back on a pick that was called a while ago. Herman sees the point. Fortry back with the disc on the end zone line. LUV have been very efficient in the end zone. They haven't turned it over very much in this position. As I say that, there's a big adventurous hammer over the top. Still silky smooth. North throws it wide. And that's a turnover. Lee just wasn't in the position that she could have been to catch that one. It was an overthrow from the handler for sure.
Yeah, definitely overthrown. Lee could only chuck herself and would never end up with plastic in her hand. I did like the hammer at Adela Fortry. Another connection, another solid completion.
Elmon with a big throw over the top, who immediately clutches her chest, and probably with good reason since Anna de Bena had position all day on that. North back with the dish, unmarked. Looking to the break side to find Lee. Lee can't find North quick enough, but Dectelea gets the disc in the center. LUV's end zone offense looking a little confused, and that is a turnover for Van Deda.
Yeah.
As soon as I say that LUV's end zone offense works great, they stop working.
You've never heard of the commentator curse?
Commentators what?
A shame there because Anna de Bena, that defense that she made. There we are. Hi there, all you at home. Thanks for being part of our family here at ulti.TV. Like and subscribe. But Anna de Bena's D earlier in that point was fantastic, right in front of us in the midfield. Kind of got up above, I forget who, possibly Will, and ripped that one out of the sky. Well read.
Finding Bivas in the center. Back to Tejeda. Tejeda searching but not finding anything that she likes. She floats a backhand over to Elmo. And she immediately jacks that to Dani Lustalot. That's the right decision. Been looking for that for a little while. Lustalot looking around. Puke trying to organize themselves on the end zone line. She looks to reset the disc. Elmon dancing around in the backfield, but Lustalot puts up a little prayer to the sideline. Tonnerre manages to grab it over the pressure from De La Fortry. Now gives and goes with Elmon. And Elmon with a scoober to Tonnerre. Tonnerre with that around flick to Lustalot, who toes it in for the goal. What an exciting point for Lillipuc.
Yeah, despite Tonnerre throwing that one for goal, and despite Will Ferrell, or is it Christopher Walken, wanting more cowbell, Puck need more Armand to Lustalot. That is their version of the cowbell, because every time they go there, it goes well for them. The Armand's deep setups have been great. That one, Armand throwing to Tonnerre, then to Lustalot. But the way they've been going has been absolutely great. Armand's big throws are setting things up well. And yeah, knocking them out of the park with Lustalot's legs, speed, separation. But still down by 6. We need more of that, like the cowbell.
More. We need lots more.
More cowbell.
Jetset set up to pull. It's like a normal D-line from Lillipuc. This one's fielded up to Peters. LUV coming out in a vert stack and an immediate pick called on Desmet. Melio catches up, but LUV have lost the momentum that they had from that. Chevalier and Peters just talking about the count. DeCoin in the center, always churning with her legs, looking for that inside backhand. She finds Van Gerven. Van Gerven with another inside backhand, an Oyo backhand. They're rarely seen. To Sion Kaya. Dumps it back. LUV swinging around. front of the field. We've got Peters with the disc again. If she doesn't find that inside backhand, I would be surprised. Oh, going to the open side, gives and goes with Coin. Coin overthrows.
Yeah, I thought it was a nice quick release, but that needed just a bit more shape on it. I like the speed of how quick it left her hand, and I assumed it was going to work. And to see it overthrow, I was a bit surprised by that.
Fiancette picking up for Lillipuc. A lot of poaches in the open lane. Can she find some space? She throws it over the top into a pack, and De Smet cleans that one up.
Yeah, that's not the option, but when there's no options, you got to come up with something.
Peters again with the disc. Swings it back around. Over to Van Gerven on the far sideline. That arcing flick around, and that is Rose Denise with yet another goal. Love continuing to lead 12-5.
Yeah, pouring it on now. The finish there, just easy business. Everything open on the open side. Every option was kind of available after the turnover. And I said it before, quite the opposite of what Puc was dealing with. They had really no options, high stall count, just throw it up, float it above the stack, and try and take at least some meters with it if you got a kind of huck and hope kind of situation. So maybe the legs running out of Puc there. There's the turnover, the throw that went up. We'll watch the finish again, but yeah. Puc legs, I guess their heads too. Heads are a little bit down, and Jetset are very much Love taking advantage of the situation. There's the finish with the outside in to Denise.
Steph, before we highlighted Peters, we can also highlight, we've been talking about Jeff Fortry. It's often highlighted, you know, the youth movements in many ultimate programs, but let's highlight the age movements in programs too. Love is looking really good. We don't talk enough about the old people getting it done.
I think I try to mention as much as possible because I don't play anymore, and I would love if my body cooperated just a bit more frequency. So I have a lot of respect for the elders that keep working it out there.
Goussi trying to find something. There's a lot of crowding around the disc though. Elmont gets it off. She has probably the best step around backhand in France, I would say. Woo! Living on a hope and a prayer. But when you got Maïwen Miskovic in the end zone, I guess you can do that sometimes.
Oh, we're halfway there. Living on a hope and no, it's not exactly that. I know. But we're going to sing it anyways. A little Bon Jovi for that one. Miskovic, he's from John Bon Jovi's Parisian, right?
I believe that he's actually Jean Bon Jovi.
Ah oui, c'est ça. But nice finish there. Love a pack grab. Love a sky victory there. Miskovic gets herself a little poster highlight to remember that one from. But Jetset Love still with a commanding double up, 12-6 lead. They're going to need a bit more cowbell, a bit more Miskovic skies, a bit more, and time is not on their side.
Lillipuc certainly not used to comebacks of this magnitude. Sometimes they're able, I've seen them come back from small deficits, but in general, something this large is really hard to overcome no matter what. Pages with the disc in the center. Split stack from Love, isolating Coin. Overthrown. Ooh. And Chemino absolutely trucks Alicia Marco.
They're both happy to get back up. No problem with the contact. Still pretty funny how quick Sam Marco was back up.
Alicia Marco is bouncy.
Yeah. She's not gonna... No effect from that.
Vuong to Chevalier. Chevalier fakes off the open side. Now she's looking for something. Vuong into Lavin, who's been very consistent with her cutting. Now she's looking to reset. Floats it out to Vuong, who lays out. Donomi Vuong, Revo and Puc veteran swinging around. Got Léa Terrien with the disc over to Lavin. Lover poaching off. They see that Fiancette really wants that. Lavin floats that over. Chevalier with the disc. Finds an inside to Terrien, and that's a break. 12-7.
Nice bit of work there. Cheminot and San Marco got that going with a bit of collision, kept that going with their legs and the engines. And break on the board.
Lavin stepping around. Chevalier with the disc.
I think we scored that to the wrong person. I'll see if they change it back. It's 7-12, not 13-6.
Lillipuc found a little bit of fire. Certainly not a Lilliputian effort right there. But they avoided Slurpee time, so Steph and I will have to find another drink.
Yeah, wow, that was a while ago. That one was out, but I'm always like, oh no, so that's all I watch Ultimate for, is to see if we're gonna get a Slurpee time or not. As soon as somebody scores 12, if the other team's not at 7, it's over.
Less interest, but more interest right now. Lillipuc have finally decided to throw a different defensive strategy out there and have come out in flat zone. Throwing it around. Lustolot getting up into Lafortie's face, but she's able to come down with that. Pops it back into the center to Lee. North over to Lafortie, who swings it back into the center with Hermans. Finding Lee again on the sideline. Going all the way over to Vandela. Love is looking pretty compressed. It looks like this Lillipuc defense is actually making them second guess some of the choices that they've been taking before.
Certainly upping the pass count and causing the turn. There it is.
Maïwen Miskovic in the right place at the right time. Tonel with a floater. Lustolot not able to get there. And Love get the disc back. Lillipuc reset the zone. Lafortie back around. North in the disc with the disc in the center. To the Lafortie on the sideline. Pops it through, and another fumble. Elmon picks up, wants to move it fast. And there is
disc on the field.
A disc on the field. That's a different game, Steph. I believe the double disc court is played on a separate set of fields.
Slightly smaller pitch.
Elmon still looking, finds B-Bus for the reset. Back to Elmon, giving and going. And Maïwen Miskovic with an excellent layout.
Nice sliding finish there. Another break. Puc sticking around. 8-12. 2 in a row. Hey, why not, right? 8 minutes to go. If you can give us some slide diving scores, keep the game going. We'll take it. Elman setting it up to Miskovic. There's the sliding, the slayout. Sliding layout.
She is slaying.
Slaying out there.
Right, a little life from Lillipuc.
So, update on next games. It's the open power pool. And we now have confirmation that it'll be Wall City from Berlin taking on Amsterdam Ultimate Club, ironically from Amsterdam.
Ironically.
How about their club name and their team name? Not like I dislike that or anything.
Yeah, EUC actually fusing a little bit with UFO for this event, so they're an Utrecht-Amsterdam fusion. I suppose where the irony comes in is that half of them are actually from Utrecht. Van Dalen with the disc.
UUC doesn't work as well.
Ook. Looks like Love is actually having difficulty breaking through this zone that Lillipuc have set up.
I'm just getting breaking news now that AUC has changed the acronym to mean Amsterdam Utrecht Club and dropped the word ultimate.
Just like all UCs, I guess. Although I don't know what the Paris University Club would be without ultimate. De Fortry in the center, over to Lee on the sideline. Ambitious throw around the side, and that one is out. De Pena was there, but there was just not enough bend on Lee's throw. It looks like there may be some discussion, but Samarco walking to the disc with purpose.
Yeah, that's not her first walk to a sidelined disc from the turf.
Immediate rip to l'avant. Lillipuc have finally found the holes through that defense. Vong almost crossing with Tellien. Vong with the disc right now looking for Samarco. Samarco not able to get there. Tellien on the end zone line, gives and goes with Vong, and that's another break. That is 3 breaks in a row from Lillipuc.
Donna-Mi Vong showing her speed well beyond her few years. The mother of 2. Getting it done there. What a cut after the throw to finish, but one before that as well. Here it is. But she's going to put on the Jets here. Didn't like Sam Malco. Didn't want the leading throw. Goes to Terrien. Not in, so zip gets going quick. And back on the board. Donna-Mi Vong nailing it.
And Love are going to call a timeout. We're going to take a timeout too. We'll see you back in a few seconds. Welcome back to European Ultimate Championship Regionals for the Central Region. I am Francis Dieterle, joined by Steph Rapazzo here. And Steph, Lillipuc showing a little life after being doubled up 12-6. They've got 3 in a row.
It's alive! Frankenstein is back. They've pumped the electricity through the neck bolts. Sitting up straight. Will this doctor-made creature get to its feet and start swinging? Ooh, there's another chance, Francis.
Peters with an odd turnover to Coin. We've got Miskovic, who just jacks it immediately to Ingawil. And that is another goal for Lillipuc.
Wheel and deal. Wheel gets to the end zone there, cashes in. 4 in a row. Holy, who in the what now? Wubba lubba dub dub again for that one, because they are coming right now, are Lillipuc.
Lillipuc back in this game with authority.
Great finish by Miskovic there. And I think like this is the difference, just playing with like, whatever, we're probably out of this game, so let's just play our free and easy game, no hesitation. It's a deep shot. Maybe I would have looked back to center normally, but right now, pressure's off. Throw the deep shot. Wait, it's working. Everything works now. Pressure-free ultimate. That would be a good time to cook me a couscous.
My Vakusi can hear it. Well, I'm sure that she can cook something up on defense.
Is she out there? No, not for this one. Will they get another? Fonciette sends the pull.
Peters in the center. Lillipuc are back in that zone again. That flat zone has been paying dividends. Out to the sideline. Fonciette wanted to get in there. Maybe bit a little too hard. Leforti with the disc. But the zone is settled back in. There's not as much movement. I think that LUV have taken it a little slower until Peters gets something going just by herself. She gives and goes with the Smeds. She's looking for that around. And a near overthrow, or what looked like an overthrow detected now, was in fact de Leforti coming in to clean up whatever mess might have happened.
Yeah, I thought the same. I was like, oh, Peters has overthrown somebody. And then you saw De La Forte coming in the back and it hit her in stride. And I was like, I think that probably was the way that's drawn up in her head. I didn't see it right away either, but it was too perfect for that not to be what she was after. Here's another look. Peters, De La Forte, the two Talus persons of this team. Yeah, that was for De La Forte, and that was for 13 and a bleed stopper as far as the 4-point run against them has gone.
Lillipuc gonna come out on offense here. Speaking of a bleed stopper, we're coming into extra time. We're in the cap now. Dubeno with the pull. Tonnerre centers up to Audermont. There's a poach up in the lane coming out of the horizontal. Justolod and Will actually cross paths. Reset to Tonnerre. Given back to Audermont. Let's see if she can put up one of those blades again. She decides to come under the couscous. Maiva Kusi down to Mariana Vivas, who throws a high arcing blade, and that is Inga Wien for another point.
Wheel and deal, so nice, she'll do it twice. That's 11-13, so it's +1 right now. Game to 14. Huge task for Lillipuc, but smaller than the last run they had. They would only, no, it would be exactly the same. With that hold, they would need 3 breaks in a row here. So a big ask, but an ask that they've been capable of in this 70-minute slot so far.
Yeah, we said that we don't talk enough about the Masters. Well, there's a song by Grandmaster Flash where he says, Grandmaster, cut faster, and I don't think that Inga Wheel figures in that song.
No.
But
you
she's
are
got the
exempt.
Hazel's seal.
Grandmaster, cut it same speed you're doing. It's okay. I mean, cut faster.
If you can cut faster, cut faster.
Always room for more. That pole sails out.
And LUV is taking it from the sideline, opting not to brick it. Although Peters is saying that she signaled the brick. There seems to be discussion.
What happens now? Oh, it does go to the brick.
Peters with the disc. Herman's assisting her in the handling slot. Sends it wide over to North. North up to Lee. Looked like she was looking for one of those over-the-top throws again. I think very wise to holster that one. Peters just snatches that one out of the air. Fandela with the disc. Back into Peters. hoping to recycle and move around the field again. A lot of this LUV offense is moving through Peters and her ability to see the field. Hermans with the disc. Hermans back two. And that's a fumble from LUV. Saint-Marco immediately wanting to get the fast break going. Throws it to Lavin. Lavin not as fast and decides to walk about 3 steps with the disc before calling a foul.
A lot of stagnancy there by Puck after they got the disc. Fonciette and Terrien stayed put behind in the dump space for Lavin, but with the traffic all moving forward, they were really just like plugs in the ability for any more quick movement.
Lillipuc going to set up in their end zone offense right now. They've got Cheminot as the dump. Fiancette coming back. Little offhand dump from Lavin to Fiancette. Fiancette looking to give and go, but she thought too quick for Lavin, and that's a turnover. LUV get another shot at it. They can close this out right now. And Puck are in match defense, which has been working out for LUV. Peters back with the disc, and she rips one. North with an almost misread, and what a recovery from Catherine North to seal off her defender and grab that on the dead side.
That's a great way to finish a game. Nice trailing edge there because you got crossed up a bit. I'm not sure they're aware that that is game over.
Would appear that the players on the field are not aware that there is an end of game.
Guys, I think it's game over. It's supposed to be game over. People on the... But they're still out there ready to pull. I think the game is officially over, but they're playing another point. So we'll film another point.
We saw an early finish. Now we'll probably get a late finish. LUV pulling. Hermont picking up, centering to Miskovic. And LUV comes out with a flat zone of their own. High looping flick to Hermont. Pops it into the center to Will. Elmo looking for that scuba yet again. LUV crumbled into match right now. Miskovic with the disc. The wheels of steel have fallen off, though. That one is too far for Inga to get to. Miskovic with an overthrow.
Yeah, a little bit too far there, even for the wheeler dealer. Can't get there this time, and another chance to win it again. It counts as 2 wins. If they, it does not.
I believe that this victory would count for tomorrow. Coin with the disc. That's to Denise. Denise back to Coin. Gibson goes with Denise yet again. Debena finds it in the center off that inside. Looking for something. And Sionkaya cut through about 3 people right there. Hermont justifiably calls a pick. Lustolot on the mark. Debena gets an easier round to the Fortry. He throws a perfect looking backhand to Desmet. And that is game again.
Officially
maybe.
Game. Everybody's got their hands up. Agreement 15 when you only needed 14 to 11 for Jetset LUV. And they stay undefeated, and in doing so, they keep Lillipuc winless after day 1 of action here from Ghent.
That's all the action we have for the women's division today. We will see you tomorrow with semis, final, and the game to go. But right now, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back in just a minute with the open division. This has been Francis Dieterle with Steph Rapazzo. We'll see you in a moment.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, ultimate.
ulti.TV.